Yo, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for checking out another SGN video where it's all sim all the time. And because I am making and releasing this video on January 1st, 2022, I'm going to say to you, Happy New Year. I don't care when you watch this, man. Happy New Year. All right, I hope you have a great year. I hope 2022 is the best year of your life. I hope you guys have nothing but success. And I hope you guys will help me out in my pursuit of success. My goal this year is strictly YouTube based, and my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers. If you are new to the channel, man, please click that subscribe button. It helps me out. Means a lot to me too, just seeing my subscribers continue to grow, and it means that I'm doing a good job putting out content you guys can appreciate. So yeah, if you guys could help me out, subscribe, share the video on your socials. I think people are really going to appreciate that. A lot of people play 2K. All right, so, and a lot of people are going to need this if they play offline. They're not just strictly Park, Pro-Am, and My Team players. So that being said, also, if you aren't already in the Sim Gaming Network Discord, I strongly suggest you join. We are up to roughly 700 members. I never thought it would get that crazy, but it has. It's taken off, and we are growing. We're adding new people every single day. You should be next if you aren't already. The reason why is because, man, these are all people that think exactly like me and exactly like you. They want realistic simulation gameplay, and they are all dedicated to helping me and you get there. So we got a great group of guys that I drop something. I say, hey, this is what I'm working on. Who can help me test this out? And I got 5, 6, 7, 8 people instantly. Hey, I'll try this out. And they go test it. Now we suddenly have a sample size of 9, 10 people trying something, whereas before it was just me. So not only am I getting out sliders faster, as long as 2K doesn't screw stuff up, but we're getting actually better sliders than I could have myself because we're cutting down on the testing time so much. And you get to be a part of something too, which is awesome, because these sliders for this attention detail roster, which is obviously what the video is about, are 100% impossible to have been done without guys over in my Discord. There's several guys over there that have helped out a lot, and I have taken things that they have found and discovered, and they are in this slider set. So this isn't even all on me. This is part of the SGN Discord right here. So that being said, definitely join the Discord if you are not a part of it. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, sorry for the long rant about supporting me, but hey, what do you know? Shoot your shot, right? Anyway, guys, this is for the attention to detail roster, which Celtic did release a little while ago. However, they were still fine-tuning it. They're still tweaking it. We still needed some things for PS5, Xbox, and then we needed a slider set for it, which this slider set took longer to make than I really expected and anticipated. It was, with how they did their roster, it was really a challenge, but we finally broke through very recently, and I'm excited to bring this slider set to you guys, but it's going to be in the same mantra as everything else that I do. This is designed to be a base. Okay, no slider set is one size fits all. Everyone has a different skill level, a different play style, and everyone's team that they're using is different as far as talent level. So you can't create a slider set that accommodates someone using the Brooklyn Nets with, Kyrie, Harden, and Durant on the floor at the same time versus someone using another team, right? The Magic, for example, like I'm using, right? So it's all going to be relative. So keep in mind that if you play a couple games and things are just a little bit off, whether you're a little too good or a little bit too bad or whatever, you can tweak these. That's what they're designed for. This is just to give you a really solid foundation. These are also designed for broadcast camera. I know a lot of people fight me on that. A lot of people love 2K Cam. All right, so what I'm going to do is when we go through the sliders, you're not just going to jump off this video and go download the sliders, man, because I'm going to go over what you should change if you are on 2K Cam, like my man, Pee Wee the Plug, shout out to you. And this will help nerf some of the advantage you get when you are on that camera angle. I'm also going to go ahead and talk about some changes I think you should make for playoff games versus regular season games. And outside of that, I'm going to go over, we made some changes to game speed. I'm going to go over controller settings, even though it's the same as before. But if you are new here, it's going to be important to you. I'm also going to go over some changes you should make in your My NBA before you play a team. A quick setting that you're going to want to change before you play every single team. It takes 2 minutes of your time, and it's worth it for how the game plays. So let's get rid of me and go straight into the content. All right, let's go. All right, let's hop right into it. So we did change the game speed, so obviously you're just going to go over to your settings and gameplay, and we are up to 65 now. We just felt like we needed this for some animations with the Celtic roster. It plays great, but things got a little slowed down. This helps get that NBA feel back. So 65 is important. Everything else here is pretty much user preference. I'm just showing it to you guys in case you're interested in what I use. We are going to go over controller settings because these are on real player percentage. Now, I know I said I'd make some exceptions for you guys on 2K Cam. I will not make exceptions for guys who want to use shot timing. Shot timing it's skill based, which is good, but in a simulation, we want a realistic experience like this in my NBA, it's not. You're going to learn someone's shot. You're going to make shots you shouldn't. Let the ratings play out. All right, so here's the, we're going to have real player percentage on free throw and the shot timing. I understand free throws are broken as far as the difficulty doesn't really matter, and they don't really get called, but either way, have it on real player percentage. And then the only other thing that really matters here is that you need to have defensive assist on 0. Everything else is user preference. However, I am going to show you what I'm using in case you are curious how I have my stuff set up. Again, this is on broadcast camera. Next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is I said that one change you need to make every single game before the team you play, and that's really easy. And it's really cool that 2K lets you do this, is you can take control of every other team at any time, which is phenomenal. So, for example, I'm going to go look, see, I play the Heat. So I'm going to go ahead and take control of the Heat, and I'm going to go over exactly what you need to do for every team whenever you play them. And then you take control of them through the game, and then once you're done, you just release them. So just go to team selection, and obviously I'm the Magic, but I'm going to add the Miami Heat here. You're going to confirm it down below. Yes, you're going to make these changes, and then you can right stick back and forth between the two teams. Go over to the Heat, and we're going to go to the coaching settings, and we're going to change, in the go to game plan, we're going to change a couple things. When the CPU run play frequency is too high, it gets messy. So we don't want a CPU run play frequency above 80. So I kind of like to go around 75. You can mix it up with other teams. I also want to bump up zone usage because teams do run zone in the NBA, not a lot, but more than 10, right? With the run plays frequency, make sure you don't go below around 30. All right, so keep it 30 to 70. I like to be up in the 60s to 75s. And then the other thing you want to do is make sure you set their scoring options if they don't have any. At least one or two of them. You don't have to go all three, but they need to have some scoring options. If you don't, it really hurts the CPU offensively. So it's definitely good to give them some scoring options. And then I understand teams have different play styles, and those are still going to matter based on their plays, but the tempo should really be shoot at will. Otherwise, they will milk the clock too much. So I strongly suggest changing this to shoot at will. If you don't want to, if you want to just try this out on your own, you can leave it where it's at, but I do suggest changing it to shoot at will. Also, defensive aggression. Play physical defense. You should be like this for you too. But it definitely does help with fouls. I know they're broken. We're not going to get the foul numbers that we should, that are realistic, but it definitely helps. Once you're done with that, that's all you have to do. You play the game, and then when you're done, whoever you play next, just go and just rinse and repeat. And you don't have to give every single team the same settings as far as run plays and, everything like that. But, keep the run play frequency below 80, above 30. I strongly suggest between 60 and 80. But if you want to go a little bit lower for teams that might ISO ball more, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, the sliders, the good stuff. Don't stop watching the video now just because you can go download it, all right? I'm going to go over several key important things. Obviously, you can still go download it, but we're going to go over some things that I think are very, very important to you. Number one, we're going to go over what you should change when you come to the playoffs. When you play in the playoffs, a couple sliders to get you that playoff intensity defensive basketball. I'm also going to give you a couple changes that I suggest if you are on 2K Cam that will help negate some of your advantage. All right. The first is body up sensitivity. So if you're on 2K Cam, please bump this up to 85. Right off, 85. And then if you for playoffs, when you go to the playoffs, if you play on broadcast, bump this to 80. And if you are on 2K Cam, bump it up to 100. All right, for the playoffs. But that's what you're going to want to do for playoffs. 2K Cam is body sensitivity for the user only, not touching the CPU. All right, make sure you guys write that down somewhere, take note of it. Obviously, coming back and pausing the video every single time, can't remember what it is, could be annoying. Defensive sliders, here they are. We're not going to change anything at any time, whether you go to the playoffs or play on 2K Cam for those. One change we're going to make is hustle. Now, it's the same for both 2K Cam and broadcast users. However, when you go to the playoffs, bump this up by 20 to 45 for the user. 45 when you get to the playoffs. All right, couple big changes that are going to come. Again, this is for playoffs only. These don't change whether you're on 2K Cam or not. It's the offensive awareness and defensive awareness sliders. So what you're going to do is when you come to playoffs, offensive awareness goes down by 5 and defensive awareness goes up by 5. Same with consistency. Offensive consistency is down 5 to 65. Defensive consistency is up 5 to 35. Just going to buff the defense a little bit while nerfing the offense. You get a 10-point swing there as far as the sliders play for both ends, and that's just enough to get you that raw defensive playoff atmosphere.
It's my fault that we've been fussing, fighting, cussing every night is something. Long as we make up for loving. 'Cause girl, you got me feeling, got me in my feelings. Don't know what I'm feeling, never had this feeling. Girl, you got me feeling, got me in my feelings. Don't know what I'm feeling, never had this feeling. Forever, tell me what you think. Time is money, baby girl, I bet the bank. Is you rolling or you skating, you could pick the rank. But she like it my way like Usher. Ooh, she want it nice and slow like Usher. Ooh, them girl, that thing juicier than Gushers. Ooh, big butt and it's mine, but I trust you. You's a bad little mama. Why you always saying something? Why you always call my bluffing? Queen of hearts in the discussion. Trying to be your little husband. It's my fault that we've been fussing, fighting, cussing every night is something. Long as we make up for loving. 'Cause girl, you got me feeling, got me in my feelings. Don't know what I'm feeling, never had this feeling. Girl, you got me feeling.
All right, so if you are on 2K Cam, we're going to change CPU hustle. So you're going to go to 75 for regular season games on 2K Cam, and you're going to go to 100 for playoffs. If you play on broadcast, you're just going to bump CPU hustle up to 45, just like we did for the user if you stay on broadcast. Outside of that, we're going to do the same nerfs to the CPU, nerf/buff, to offensive awareness, defensive awareness, offensive consistency, and defensive consistency. So we're going to do a minus 5 to 80 offensive awareness and plus 5 to defense for playoff games, as well as minus 5 and plus 5 for the offensive consistency. Very easy enough to handle that right there. Other than that, there's one other change you're going to make if you are on 2K Cam. That's lateral quickness. 2K Cam users, bump this up 4 to 37. It's going to help reduce your advantage to drive to the lane, get around them a little bit. They're going to be a little bit more better on defense. Bad grammar, whatever. They're going to be better on defense with this bumped up to 37 for 2K Cam users. All right, guys, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
it off. Take 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 it off.